And again, that was Emily Bailey, senior, honoring her here tonight as well. Her last regular season game. We're going to have starters announced for the Warriors. First off the bench is going to be number 3, Olivia Van Devender. Number 12, Riley Pollock up next. We'll also have number 32, Callie Probst. Number 33, Kelsey Taylor. And number 35, Haley Spencer to round out the starting lineup for the Warriors. Introductions for Pocahontas County done. We're getting ready to have the Mavericks announced out, and festivities getting ready to begin. The lights are coming down. This place is going to go dark. The spotlight's going to shine on the court. And new introductions for the first time. You hear the Alan Parsons Project play in the background, reminiscent of the Chicago Bulls. Listen into this.
Number 13, Mary Beth Number 2, and number 24, Emily Bailey. And number 30, Addison Hines.
And with that, the lights are back on, and we're just about ready for action here tonight. Again, James Monroe Lady Mavericks taking on Pocahontas County Warriors. Going to wrap up James Monroe's season. You know, we talked about how good the girls are playing right now. Didn't start out all that well. Started the season out 0-2 with losses to Greenbrier East and Bland County. And then went on a run from there. Only dropped a couple since and haven't lost to anybody twice. So they've seen Mercer Christian after they took an early season loss to them, and they've seen Greenbrier East again and beat them both.
Just a little shake-up, like we said. It's senior night here, so all 4 seniors are starting tonight along with Mary Beth Meadows. So Maggie Borowski will be coming off the bench probably pretty quick, but you got Emily Bailey, Haley Honeycutt, Chloe Shires, and Addison Hines, your 4 seniors starting tonight.
Ball's in the air, tipped off. Chloe Shires gets it to Hines. Hines works to the right to Haley Honeycutt. Now across the court to Shires. Back to Shires. Shot in the air. Got it to go. That was one of the things we talked about before the game with Chloe and with Emily. They talked about neither one of them being high-volume scorers, but can make things happen on defense. Well, we're starting this game off with Chloe Shires already on the board, and the ball's going to be tipped out of bounds on the other end. That's going to stay with Pocahontas County. Haley Honeycutt got a hand on that. This team prides itself on defense. That was certainly clear from discussing it with them. And almost a steal by Shires. Now a steal by Hines on another pass. Up to Mary Beth Meadows. Drives in, layup. Not able to get it to go. Rebound brought down by Pocahontas County. Pressure here on from the Mavericks. Now they're going to back off. Pocahontas County will advance over the timeline. Works to the left. That's to Pollock. Pollock goes all the way across to Spencer. Spencer finds Props. Props was a shot up. No good. Rebound brought down by Honeycutt. Almost loses it, but is able to regather. She races down the court on the right side. Tries to get a pass over to Meadows in the corner, but that's going to be knocked out of bounds by a Warrior, and we'll have an inbounds play.
I like to say that last layup by Mary Beth Meadows, you don't see a lot of high school players go with the left hand on the left side, but good to see them trying to use their left hand.
Ball into Meadows, working all the way around the horn to the other corner to Honeycutt. Honeycutt drives in, gets a shot up in the lane, no good, gets her own rebound, brings it out to the left side, pushes up a three, off rim, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's going to be controlled by the Warriors. Mavericks try to trap it, and there's a steal by Emily Bailey. Over to Hines. Hines pushes up a left side three and nails it. And that's that defense we were talking about that this team feels like is just their strength, and that led to 3 points. Pollock with the ball, works around to Taylor. Now another steal there by the Mavericks. That's into the hands of Meadows. Meadows all by herself. She goes down the court to the right side this time, and it drops. 7-0 now for the Mavericks. We're going to get a quick timeout here from the Warriors. Coach Mike Kane not liking what he sees early.
And like I say, we forgot to mention the one and only assist that Mary Beth Meadows has tonight. That gives her 100 on the season. So that gives her 100 points, 100 steals, and 100 assists all in her junior season. What an accomplishment by Mary Beth.
Hard to just wrap your heads around that stat. 3 triple-digit stats for those 3 major stat categories: scoring, assists, and steals.
Well, you got to think this is what the Lady Mavericks wanted to do. Starting off this game, senior night, you know there's emotions coming in, and 7-0 right off the bat. Can't ask for anything better than this.
Ready to get back to action. Going to have an inbounds there. Props will control the ball over midcourt. Going to be picked up by Meadows. Works to the left to Taylor. Hands back off to Pollock. Pollock works around to the right side. Gets a pass inside. Now back out to Taylor. Taylor to Props. Shot in the air. No good. Rebound brought down by Shires. Taylor Honeycutt with the ball, gets to Meadows. Meadows on the right side, back to the top to Shires. Shires drives in the lane, bounce pass to Hines, out to Meadows, back to the top of the key to Honeycutt. Honeycutt hands off to Meadows, will reset the offense from the top. Works to the left to Hines. Hines stands, now puts the ball in the court, drives in, kicks over to Bailey, over to Meadows, back into Hines. Hines finds Shires on the left side. Shires drives into the lane all the way, shot up in front of the rim, off bank, and good. Impressive offensive set for the Mavericks.
Chloe Shires, before the game, saying she's not a scorer. 4 quick points.
We're going to have a foul on this end. Is that going to be given to Addison? It is. It's going to be a shooting foul. That's going to be Haley Spencer going to the line. Be an opportunity here for the Warriors to get their first points on the board. They trailed 9-0 with 5:21 to go in the first quarter. Ball's in the air, and it drops. That will be the first points here for the Warriors. Second shot ready, on its way, off the rim, not able to get the go. Rebound brought out by Hines. Hines finds Meadows over midcourt. Meadows drives in, head up, finds Honeycutt. Honeycutt thinks about 3, now drives in the lane, shot up, not able to get it to go off the back of the iron. Rebound out to Bailey. Now to Honeycutt. Honeycutt tries to get a bounce pass into Meadows. It's going to be stolen away by the Warriors. That's Van Devner. Another pass out. Now it's going to be taken away by Meadows. Tried to get it to Pollock. Meadows stepped right in front of it. Several steals here for the Mavericks early. Into Hines. Hines finds Honeycutt along the baseline. Tries to get a pass out to Meadows. It's going to go off her fingertips, across the timeline, and that'll be a backcourt violation heading to the Warriors. Ball into Callie Props, works to her left. Now ball stolen away by Honeycutt. Honeycutt all by herself down the lane, up and in. 11-1 now, Mavericks, with just over 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pollock works to her right, puts up a 3, leaves it off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound brought out to Hines. She's going to cross midcourt with the ball. Drives in, now finds Meadows on the left side all by herself. Shot up and to the bottom of the net. Mavericks, like we said in the warm-ups, on fire. 14-0 halfway through the first quarter. 14-1, I'm sorry. Warriors with the ball. Go all the way across the left to Taylor. Taylor tries to go into the lane to Pollock. Almost taken away. Now it is stolen away. Hines and Honeycutt can be credited with that. Get it up to Meadows. Meadows back to Hines in the lane. Up and down. Mavericks really putting in some work in transition offense right now with these steals. Work the ball to Van Devner on the right. Now back up top to Pollock. Pollock steps up, finds Probst on the left-hand side. Now goes inside to Spencer. Spencer finds Taylor, shot up. Going to have a foul on the rebound and the second shot attempt. Not sure if they're going to get to Shires or Bailey. They were both down there playing defense, but it's going to result in Kelsey Taylor heading to the line.
That's going to go on Chloe Shires. That's her first, team second of the first half.
Looks like we're getting ready to have a couple sophomores, Maggie Borowski and Ava Dunlap, check into this game. We'll see who they come in for. So Emily Bailey's going to check out, and Chloe's going to go with her. 16-1 lead here for the Mavericks. That shot was no good. Ready for her second attempt, on its way off the back of the iron, no. Rebound brought out to Meadows. Meadows crosses midcourt. Ball popped away from behind, but she's able to regather. Stops at the foul line, now finds Honeycutt. Honeycutt thinks about a three, now drives to the right side. Baseline, shot up on the backboard, no good. Rebound in a scrum. We're going to have a jump ball. It's going to be possession error back to the Warriors. Warriors going to sub now. It's going to be Mackenzie Taylor coming into the game. She's going to check in for Haley Spencer. Two Taylors on the court right now, Kelsey and Mackenzie. Ball up, stolen away again by Honeycutt. Ball tipped away, but they're going to call a foul. That's going to go against Callie Probst. Just the first foul on the Warriors.
I'm going to tell you, Lady Mavericks, they played Mercer Christian Academy Tuesday night, and they had maybe 3 subs on the bench. You look over at Pocahontas County, and they've got 25 subs on the bench.
Yeah, plenty of players to go through tonight. Addison Hines with the ball on the right side. Finds Honeycutt in the corner. Honeycutt guarded there. Gets the ball back out to Hines. Hines thinks about the shot. Now is going to put it up. Strong, not able to get that one to go. Rebound. We're going to have a foul. Might be assessing that to Kelsey Taylor. Fouled Borowski on the rebound attempt. So we're going to have an inbound here for the Mavericks underneath their own basket. Ava Dunlap is going to have those duties. Dunlap smacks the ball. Finds a cutting Meadows into the lane. Meadows works it back out. It's too deep under. Now finds Dunlap. Dunlap with a mid-range jump shot from the right side. Drains it. It's going to push the lead 18-1 now. 2.5 minutes to go in the quarter. Mavericks trap over midcourt. There's going to be a steal by Meadows. Meadows gets it up to Hines. Hines drives in, shot up and good. Still there by Meadows, but you could credit 3 Mavericks on that because of the trap. Now Haley Honeycutt jumps in front of a pass. She's not able to hold on to it, though. It's going to go out of bounds. Every pass that goes in the air right now for the Warriors, the Mavericks are either getting a hand on it and stealing it, knocking it out of bounds. There's not much they're able to do with the ball.
We're going to have Emily Bailey checking in for Addison Hines. She'll get a quick breather.
Warriors inbound, goes into Probst. Probst to the top of the key, goes to the left to Pollock. Pollock works into the corner to Taylor. Taylor guarded tightly there. Ball tries to get a bounce pass in, almost stolen away by Bailey, and now it is. Ball's going out of bounds, was tipped back in, and Bailey got it on that attempt. Now to Meadows, wide open 3 from the right side. Off the iron, no good. Rebound by Dunlap. Dunlap finds Borowski from the foul line. Gets it. Sophomore connection there as Ava Dunlap got the rebound and found Maggie Borowski. Van Devner with the ball now on the right side. Goes inside to Probst. We're going to have a foul. Going to go against Mary Beth.
It's going to go against Mary Beth Meadows. It's her first, team third.
An inbounds here beside the Maverick bench. After this substitution where Kinley Wilfang is going to check in. Wilfong. Oh, nope. Yes, she's going to check in. Okay, that's going to be Van Devner on the bench. All the way across to Wilfong. Tries to drive through, comes off of her foot, but it ends up in the hands of Taylor. Taylor back out. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Mavericks. Now a quick check in. Again, we're going to have Addison Hines and Chloe Shires back into the game. And that's going to be Mary Beth and Haley who get a breather now. Get the ball in, get it to Wilfong. Works back to the top of the key. Now goes back to the right to Taylor. Mackenzie Taylor with the ball now back to Probst. Probst works in the corner. Ball almost stolen away on the ground. We're going to get a foul. Foul probably going to go against Maggie.
No, that's going to
they're going to call.
That's going to go against Callie Props.
Okay. That'll be Maverick ball then. Maggie Borowski will control. Minute 20 to go in the first quarter, 22-1. Ball to Shires. Shires looks to move it. Almost stolen. And it is stolen away by Wilf. That's not Wilfong. That's Props. Props drives in, shot up and good. So the first field goal for the Warriors comes with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. Addison Hines with the ball on the right side. Guarded there by Mackenzie Taylor. Gets a screen from Bailey into the top. Finds Borowski underneath. Borowski turns, shot up, trickles around the rim, not able to go. And we're going to have a quick foul on Borowski. She reached in.
It's going to be her first, team fourth here the first half.
Foul starting to stack up for the Mavericks a little bit. Already onto their fourth team foul here with just under a minute to go in the first.
Good news is they spread it out.
Pocahontas County crosses midcourt. Pollock with the ball. Goes inside to Mackenzie Taylor. Now it's going to be ripped out of her hands by Hines. Hines drives down, has numbers up to Dunlap. Dunlap shot up and good. Addison had a couple of options which way she wanted to go with that and found Dunlap on the left side. Now Props goes to the right. Works over to Wilfong in the corner. Three up, no good. Rebound brought out by Dunlap. She's going to run the court now. Has Maggie Borowski up ahead of her. Gives her the pass, cut off, shot up. Too strong. Break down by the Warriors. Props with the ball. Under 10 seconds to go now. Works into the corner. Gets a pass. Shot in the air. No good. Rebound brought down by Mackenzie Taylor. 2 seconds to go. We're going to have a jump ball back to the Mavericks.
Great stoppage of the clock there by the clock keeper.
3 attempts came from Felicia Arbogast, who was fresh into the game. That is going to be your first quarter. So after one here at senior night, 24-3. Mavericks all over the Warriors. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How's that? How's that now?
And we're back here.
Done what they needed to do.
Exactly right. Mary Beth Meadows with 3 steals, 5 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound, 1 foul, no turnovers. Addison Hines, the senior, 3 steals, 7 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 foul, no turnovers. The senior Haley Honeycutt, 3 steals, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, no fouls. Maggie Borowski, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 foul. Chloe Shires, another senior, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 foul, no turnovers. Ava Dunlap with 4 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, no turnovers, no fouls. And Emily Bailey, the other senior, with 2 steals, 1 assist, and 1 rebound.
Back to action here. Warriors get a shot up. No good. We're going to have a foul.
That's going to go on Addison. That's going to be her second here in the first half. Team's 5th.
We'll see if Addison stays in the game for a few minutes. First shot up, no good. Nobody's coming up to check her out of this game. So with this kind of lead, might feel comfortable leaving her in with 2. Second shot up, no good there either. Rebound tracked down long by Chloe Shires into the hands of Borowski. Borowski goes up into the corner to Meadows. Meadows bounce pass into the lane to Honeycutt. Honeycutt back to Meadows. 3 in the air, in and out, not able to get that to go. Rebound brought down by Arbogast. Arbogast going to try to drive, gets a shot up and travels first. Hit the deck hard as she fell trying to get the shot up. couple steps before that point, and she looks like she might have tweaked her ankle there. Noticeable limp, and they're going to get somebody up to get her out of this game. Now she's able to run a little bit, not able to put a lot of weight on that, so we'll have to keep our eye on her and see if she's okay here in just a minute.
Well, I'll tell you, Mary Beth Meadows and Maggie Borowski were both flying down the court after her, and Maggie almost had it from behind.
Meadows with the ball now, goes into Hines on the post. Hines posts up, turns, get a shot up, no good. Rebound brought down by Meadows, and she's able to capitalize. It's going to push the lead now 26-3. Under a minute gone here in the second quarter. Probst with the ball. Works all the way across to Taylor. Taylor gets a pass into Mackenzie Taylor. Ball back out top to Probst. Probst going to push up a long-range three. Hits the back of the iron. Bounces off. Maggie Borowski with the rebound. Races across midcourt. Goes all the way back across to Meadows. Meadows drives in. Gets a shot up on the right side and drops it. And Meadows just took that ball from the corner. Wrapped all the way around into the lane and laid it up. That's good for 28-3. Mavericks with a 25-point lead here early in the second quarter. Probst with the ball. Looks to her right side. Stops and throws one into the paint. We're going to have a foul down there. That's going to go to Chloe Shires, and it's going to send Kelsey Taylor to the line.
It's going to be Chloe Shires' second, team sixth of the first half. So next foul, Lady Warriors will be in the bonus the entire half.
First shot here from Taylor on its way and gets it to go. Only the fourth point now for the Warriors. Have another opportunity as Hines and Shires have switched sides. Second shot on its way, got it to go. So 2 for 2 there from the line on that trip for Kelsey Taylor. Mavericks with the ball already across midcourt. Honeycutt's going to spot up, push up a three off the front of the rim. Left it just a bit short. Pocahontas County going to bring the ball down. Arbogast with it now. That wasn't Arbogast who was hurt earlier. That was actually Warner. Arbogast still in the game. Maggie Borowski with the steal all the way in. Shot up, not able to get that layup to go, but she gets her own rebound, misses the shot. Ball fought for, finally thrown out to Hines. We're going to foul. It's going to go against Pocahontas County. See who they give it to. It might be on Mackenzie Taylor.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout taken here by the Lady Mavs.
Yeah, that was actually Adeline Warner who hurt her ankle on that play. Arbogast in the game right now. We'll keep an eye on her. She's still on the bench.
While we got a quick moment, we'd like to throw a shout out to our sponsors sponsoring Lady Maverick basketball here tonight. First National Bank, Ridge Runner Construction, Greenbrier Medical Arts Pharmacy, and McKenzie Lumber Company. I'd like to thank all 4 of our sponsors for sponsoring Lady Maverick basketball here tonight. And don't forget, the Lady Mavericks also are doing a free throw competition. Donations of 25 cents, 50 cents, 75 cents, or $1. The ladies are shooting 100 free throws. You can pick any Lady Maverick you want to shoot 100 free throws. However many they make times your donation is what you will be giving to Lady Maverick basketball program. All donations are welcomed, and come out and support these ladies. They've worked so hard here this season. Pick one of them, spread it around. There's no rule. You have to pick one, spread it around, help this lady basketball program, and show your support.
Back to action. Haley Honeycutt with the ball at the top of the key. Goes to her right to Hines. Hines drives in. Gets bumped right there. We're going to get a foul. It's going to be on the floor. Probably goes against Mackenzie Taylor. And it will. I'm not sure if she got that earlier foul or not. It was hard for me to make out from this angle who they signaled in.
That's going to be on Taylor. I think that's her second.
5th foul for the Warriors. 6 on the Mavericks right now. Ball into Hines. Tries to go inside the Honeycutt. He's going to have to fight for it in a crowd, and we're going to get a jump ball arrow back to the Mavericks. So Honeycutt had backdoor cut there. Addison saw her and fired a pass in, but a couple of Warriors were able to get there before the ball. Just made it too hard to be able to corral that. Trying to get it inbounds here. Hard pass into Hines. She able to get it up and good. Great pass there by Chloe Shires. A little fire on that thing. Here come the Warriors. Ball poked away. Stolen up by Shires. Gets it up to Meadows. Meadows finds Borowski. Borowski drives in. Leaves it short. Follow through. No good. Rebound brought out by Honeycutt. Honeycutt finds Hines. Hines is going to push up a three. No good there. Rebound brought down by Borowski. Borowski finds Shires. Shires puts up a jump shot and got it to go. So Shires racking up some points here early. 32-5 now. Just over 5 minutes to go. Hannah Burks with the ball. Pass all the way into the corner to Props. Props is going to push up a shot and got it. Long two-pointer. Mavericks control. Meadows over midcourt. Drives to her right. Finds Hines. Goes into Shires. Shires all by herself underneath. Can't get the shot to go. Maybe rushed it a little bit. Now Burks with the ball. Goes to her right to Abergast. Abergast gets a pass in. It's going to be taken out of the air by Hines. Mavericks on offense. Hines crosses midcourt. Drives into the lane. Pass over to Meadows. Back into Hines. Hines spins. Underneath. Shot up and a foul. Should be going to the line. And that's going to be against Haley Spencer.
Looks like we're going to have Ava Dunlap checking in here for the Lady Mavericks. We'll see who she spells.
Hines ready for her first shot. In the air. Got it. With that, Olivia Van Devner is going to check back in as well. She's going to come in for for Kelsey Taylor.
Looks like Chloe Shires is going to hit the bench for the Lady Mavericks.
We're going to get a timeout before the second shot attempt. (33-7). So we talked about the Mavericks take some pride in defense. They're going to be happy with this first half showing.
Yeah, exactly right. And 4:38 left to go here in the first half. Addison Hines just shot the first free throw for the Lady Mavericks tonight. So if that doesn't tell you they're getting the ball in transition and easy layups, I don't know what to tell you then.
Timeout over. Both teams back on the court. Addison Hines still has a free throw. It's on its way. Got it to go. Looks like we're going to have Shayla Bennett standing up for the Warriors. See if she gets in here in a minute. Work the ball around. Find Arbogast. Puts up a long shot. Rebound brought down by Honeycutt. Honeycutt crosses midcourt. Goes to her right side. Gets a nice pass into Borowski. Borowski lays it in. Borowski cut from the top of the key. Haley went right over the defender's head. Found her, and she took her to the hoop. Ball over. Stolen away. That pass tried to go in to Arbogast, but stolen away by Meadows. Meadows gets a shot up in the lane. No good. Rebound ends up in Ava Dunlap's hands. She throws a pass up and drops it. And those interviews we talked about, you're going to get to hear those here on the station at halftime, so make sure you keep your radio turned in. Ball stolen away there by Borowski. Every pass the Warriors make is looking like it's ended in the hands of a Maverick. Addison Hines with a long three pushed up. No good. Rebound brought down by Haley Spencer. Haley Spencer is going to be tied up here in the corner, and we're going to get a foul on Borowski.
It's going to be her second, and that's the team's seventh, so they're going to be shooting 1-1 the rest of the 3:35 of this first half for the Lady Warriors. But as you said before, every pass the Lady Warriors have thrown in the air, on the ground, it don't matter. Bounce pass, chest pass, over the head pass, whatever it may be, there's a Lady Maverick standing right there to pick it off.
Spencer's going to have a couple opportunities here. Hit some earlier, shot in the air, got it to go. Warriors have made a lot of their opportunities going to the free throw line tonight, not so much from the field. Second shot on its way. No good. We're going to have a lane violation here as Burks took off well before the shot. He's trying to wrap around Hines and get in to get the rebound, but just went too early.
A little too aggressive there.
That missed anyway, so it'll be Maverick ball across midcourt. Meadows hands off to Borowski. Borowski comes back to her right side, goes to Honeycutt. Honeycutt finds Hines inside. Hines tries to go to Borowski, and that's knocked away by Burks, stolen away by Arbogast. Arbogast going to try to drive all the way, loses control of the ball, now finds Van Devner. Van Devner drives in the lane, Euro step layup, and good. Impressive drive by Olivia Van Devner. Puts the Warriors to 10, but they still trail 38 to 10, 28-point lead for the Mavericks. Addison Hines holds. Gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap guarded tightly there by Van Devner. Finds Haley Honeycutt inside. Back to Meadows. Meadows drives in. Shot up in front of the basket and good. 40 to 10 now Mavericks with just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Warriors with the ball. Props tries to get a pass to Van Devner. She gets it almost on the way by Meadows. Now to Burks. Burks finds Van Devner. Guarded there by Dunlap. Comes across to Props. Props works to her left. Spins in the lane. Has to give it back to Van Devner. Van Devner puts it on the court. Tries to go around Hines. Can't. Finds Burks. Burks in the corner now. A lot of dribbling. Going to get themselves in a little bit of trouble. Now gets to Arbogast. Arbogast shoots the ball. No good. Rebound brought down by Bennett. We're going to get a call here. Not sure what that call was.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that was the fastest jump ball in the history of girls high school basketball.
Jump ball, okay.
Addison Hines had the ball in her hand for a split second, and they called a jump ball.
Ball into Bennett in front of the rim, and she gets it to go. So Bennett fresh into this game just a minute ago for her first minutes, and she's already on the board. 12 to 40 Mavericks, 2 minutes to go in the half. Meadows puts it on the ground, drives around her defender, now tries to go to the left underneath the basket when she put the layup up, no good. Haley Honeycutt's able to punch it away from Burks, but it goes out of bounds.
You ain't kidding, that was a straight punch out of bounds. There, she wasn't trying to get the steal, she was just trying to help her team get back down the floor.
Yeah, Mavericks took that opportunity to walk back down the floor and get set up. Van Devner with the ball on the left, goes inside to Arbogast. Arbogast drives in, gets a shot up, no good, rebound by Hines. Hines gets a pass up to Honeycutt. Honeycutt crosses midcourt, goes by her defender, is going to drive all the way in, gets a shot up rejected, but tips her own rebound to Dunlap, who scores in front of the rim. Presence of mind there by Haley Honeycutt. Ball was rejected as she went up for the shot, but she got a slap on it and ended up right in Ava Dunlap's hands for the score. Shot up there by Burks on the right-hand baseline. She gets it to drop. So 40 to 14 now. A little bit of life on the offensive end for the Warriors. Minute 15 to go as Mary Beth Meadows crosses midcourt. She's going to drive, goes to Hines. Hines gets a shot, thinks about a shot, drives in, off the glass, can't get it to go. Bump there. Nobody's going to call the foul. Burks up front with the ball. Tipped away out of bounds by Mary Beth. So it'll stay with the Warriors on this end with exactly 60 seconds left in the second quarter.
Going to have Emily Bailey and Chloe Shires checking in. Mary Beth Meadows and Addison Hines going to take a seat here for the last minute of the first half.
The Warriors are going to look to get the ball in. Van Devner has it in her hand. She goes all the way out top to Props. Props going to drive, finds Van Devner in the corner. Van Devner tries to go around. It's going to be stolen away. We're going to get a foul call. It's going to be a blocking foul against Arbogast. The ball was tipped away by Borowski, stolen by Dunlap on the deflection, and the foul goes against Arbogast on Dunlap. So she'll have a one-on-one on this end.
Yeah, both teams here in the bonus. 54.4 seconds left to go in the first half.
First shot by Dunlap on the way. Gets the roll. Turned around like she had stole something there. Look on her face. But it hit the back of the iron, bounced straight up high, and dropped through the net.
You know, shooters roll. shooter's bounce, whatever you want to call it, it's a point.
Shot on the way. Off rim on that one. Doesn't get the bounce. Ball tipped around. Going to end up back in Dunlap's hands. Finds Shires. Shires drives in. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Borowski. Shot up and good. It's one of those nights for the Mavericks on offense where no matter what happens, it ends up positive. You get the roll. You get the rebound. Shots drop. Just one of those nights. Props with the ball. Goes inside. That's to Bennett. Bennett gets a shot in front of the rim. No good. Long rebound. Out to Dunlap. Dunlap to Borowski. Back to Dunlap. Finds Honeycutt. Honeycutt pushes up a three. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought out by the Warriors to Van Devner. Van Devner all by herself is going to drive in, lay up. Good. 10 seconds to go for the Mavericks. See if they can get down the court and get a shot on the rim. 45-16 as it stands now. 5 seconds to go. Honeycutt drives in. Euro step layup. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Borowski, who follows it up at the buzzer, and it will count. 47-16 Mavericks go into halftime with a 31-point lead over the Warriors. Remember, this last game ended at 76-23. Mavericks well on their way to blow right past that total tonight. So don't go anywhere. We have the senior interviews coming up right now.
Okay, we are here with seniors, Chloe Shires, Emily Bailey, Haley Honeycutt, and Addison Hines. Girls, it's your senior night. How does it feel?
Great. Good. Exciting. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. I'm just going to ask some questions, and you guys feel free to answer as you want. So, first one, why did you start playing basketball?
Well, I don't really know why I started playing basketball, but I kind of got drugged to all of my games my dad coached growing up. I actually had my first steps on the basketball floor, so I haven't looked back since. Because I liked it.
I probably started because my parents made me. I was young, so I didn't really know what I wanted, but they decided for me, and it seemed to work out well, so.
I started playing because my siblings played.
Who's been your biggest role model on the court? Anybody got one?
My sister, Carissa Honeycutt.
I would say probably my dad. He's really pushed me and shaped me into the player I am today.
I think Judy Ann's probably my biggest role model.
I would also say that Mike Hans is probably my biggest role model on the floor.
How's your mindset changed since you moved up to being seniors?
Well, all I think about is it's our last ride together, so we want to win and as much as we can get after it.
It's our last chance to show what we got, so we better push for it.
Yeah.
What's the best game you've played?
Well, I think probably my best game I played was against Riverview last year in the sectional game. We didn't get the win, but we went into double overtime, and that's probably the best game I played all around.
The Riverview game last year was probably also my best game. We were in the double overtime. I was the only one left in. Everybody else had fouled out, so I feel like I did my part in that.
My best game was probably against Graham last year. I don't know how many points I had, but I know it was a lot.
Bad part is I don't remember that Riverview game at the end.
Yeah, you got thrown out, didn't you?
He was out of here.
Thrown out from the scorer's table.
Sure did.
It's impressive. What's the strongest part of your game now?
I would say probably just playing as a team. We kind of really gel well together this year. We've been playing, well, us four have been playing for 4 years now. Me and Chloe's been playing for, gosh, who knows how long. But we talk, communicate, and we're best friends. So that also helps on the floor.
I feel like our strong suit is defense.
Definitely.
All right, I'm going to ask you each a question now. I'll start with Addison. So you mentioned your dad earlier. What's it been like in high school playing for him?
It's been hard at times. It's been fun at times. It's it's all around. I love it. I wish he could keep on following me, but I'm gonna miss it for real. 100% gonna miss it.
Haley, you mentioned your sister a minute ago being a major influence in your game. So what was it like the season that you got to play with her?
It was pretty good. Besides that, we literally argued like all the time, but we worked well together.
Chloe, you moved into a starter role this year. How did that feel?
It's pretty exciting. I haven't started for a varsity basketball team until this year.
And Emily, so you have to come out before every game that you play and sing a national anthem. So how do you adjust from that to getting ready to go play a basketball game?
Well, I've been singing the national anthem before games for a long time now. It kind of feels like part of my routine. People tell me I'm good, so I guess I'm good, except for Haley. She hates when I sing. But other than that.
Which is harder or more nerve-wracking, having to stand up in front of the crowd to sing or step into the line for a couple of free throws at the end of the game?
Probably the free throw.
Okay, let's do some rapid fire here. All right, first one. Give me something outside of sports that you enjoy to do.
Showing pigs.
Showing pigs.
Sleeping.
Singing.
Reading.
All right. Okay, it's big game day. What's your go-to pregame meal?
A wrap from the deli.
Pizza.
The protein bars we keep in the locker room.
A salad from the deli.
All right. Last song you played on your playlist.
Desperado.
John Deere Green.
Dawns by Morgan Wallen.
Mine was also Desperado because I was in the car with Haley when we listened to it.
Okay. Future plans. Anybody?
Well, I'll just go first. But I'm planning on going to college where I'll continue my basketball and academic career.
Audio's fixed.
Go.
We are back. Minute 45 to go in halftime. Teams out here warming up. Mavericks all over Warriors in the first half, 47-16. Jeremy's going to have the rundown on how we got to that point.
Yeah, here we go. The rundown for the first half. Let me catch my breath here because there's a lot. Mary Beth Meadows with 5 steals. She has 11 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, no turnovers, 1 foul. Addison Hines, the senior, 4 steals, 11 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 of 2 from free throw line, 1 turnover, 2 fouls. Haley Honeycutt, another senior, with 3 steals, 2 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 turnover, no fouls. Maggie Borowski with 3 steals, 8 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, no turnovers, 2 fouls. Chloe Shires, another senior, with 6 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, no turnovers, 2 fouls. Ava Dunlap, 1 steal, 8 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds, 1 of 2 from free throw line, no turnovers, no fouls. And last senior, Emily Bailey, with 2 steals, 1 assist, and 1 rebound.
A couple of Mavericks already on triple-double watch here for tonight. A lot of that might come into how much time they're able to get in this second half, as this thing is already getting out of control. But this being senior night, might be a little bit longer out there.
Possibly. I would say you'll probably see the starting lineup, well, at least the first 6 out there for the entire third quarter, and probably a couple minutes into the fourth quarter if this thing stays like it is. And then you'll see the reserves, Aaliyah Clarkson, Briley Thomas, Caitlin Jones, Aaliyah Hopkins, and you'll probably have Ava Dunlap stay in there with those 4.
Looks like to come out for the second half. Maggie Borowski's going to be on the court. Emily Bailey, first seat on the – actually, am I wrong? No, I'm right. Emily Bailey's going to be on the bench. First, I didn't see Addison. I thought maybe she was on the bench, but that's Emily over there. Behind Coach Hines, so I can't really see. We're ready to go. Mary Beth Meadows with the ball. She works against Van Devner to the right, gets a screen there from Hines. Hines rolls, gets a pass over, but that's going to be stolen away by Props. Props drives in, shot up, rejected as she goes up by Chloe Shires, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay on that end. Van Devner looks to pass in, goes out top to Props. Pollock has the ball knocked away. It's going to stay with her.
I mean, that ball was just poked out of bounds right there.
So Pollock's going to have the opportunity to throw in from the corner. To pass in to Taylor. Taylor goes back to Pollock. Pollock drives in, shot up in front of the rim, can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Hines. Hines clears out from underneath, and now it's across midcourt. Finds Honeycutt on the right side. Honeycutt thinks about a 3, now drives in, pass into the lane to Borowski. Borowski gets it, contorts her body as she spins, gets a shot up and in. Borowski on defense. Gets a pass over to Arbogast. That's not Arbogast. That is Warner against her. She's back into the game after being injured earlier. Borowski with a steal. Drives down. Can't get the layup to go. We're going to have a foul. I think it's going to go on Honeycutt on the rebound. But that's good to see Adeline Warner back in this game after she took a pretty nasty spill on this end and had to limp back to the bench.
That's going to be Haley Honeycutt's first foul, team's first here the second half.
Callie Props with the ball, spins in the lane, tapped away, stolen by Borowski. Up to Haley Honeycutt. She stops at the three-point line, now gets a bounce pass into Borowski. Borowski drives in, up and good. That was Borowski who tapped the ball away. Haley Honeycutt got it in her hands and threw it right back up to Borowski, who laid it in. Pass tries to go into Van Devner, comes off of her foot into the hands of Addison Hines. Now up to Honeycutt. Honeycutt loses the ball. She goes in, tries to get a shot up and can't get it to go. Now Mavericks heading back to defense in transition. Pollock tries to take a Euro step. We're going to get a jump ball here. It's going to stay with the Warriors. Have a substitution. Emily Bailey is going to get in for Haley Honeycutt here. Ball into Pollock. Pollock goes over to Props. Props gets a shot up, no good. Rebound brought out by Addison Hines. Hines comes across midcourt, finds Borowski, back to Bailey. Bailey goes into Hines. Hines goes to the other side of the basket, up and good. Caught herself underneath, but slid to the right side and put it in. Pollock with the ball, stolen away on the pass by Borowski. Borowski's up front, layup, good. This has extended this lead out now 55-16. Warriors have not scored to this point in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick timeout as Michael Kane wants to talk this over. You know what you say at this point of a basketball game where you're trailing by 39 points to start the third quarter.
I'm going to tell you, Boomer, me and you are basketball coaches, and I don't know what I would say if my team was down like this. But then you got the home side there having a little laughter. I think Coach Hines is joking there with Borowski saying, why didn't you make that other layup like you just made that one? There's really not much you can say. Just take care of the basketball. That's the big thing. Take care of the basketball, rebound, do the things we talk about in practice, and see what happens.
Yeah, you know, we coach a lot of sports together. Football, we've been down in a game or two of football where it's pretty bleak, and what you can only tell the players is, you know, what's done is done. You can't go back in time and fix any of this, so let's play from here. Let's compete from this point on. And that's what the Warriors are going to try to do as it goes out of bounds, stay with them. Van Devner to throw in.
Yeah, all you can really say is next play. Next play, do your job, and everything else will fall into place.
Will Fong going to check back into this game to Riley Pollock. Yeah, you got to remember, Pocahontas County has a sectional game coming up of their own next week. And they would like to, at least in this game on a positive note, have something good to go into next week, as they're going to be looking at that. Addison Hines with the rebound, gets a pass over, stolen by Van Devner. She drives in. She's got some speed as she goes and gets a layup to go, and that's what I'm talking about. Just something to have some sparks that you can build on for this week. Now ball up to Addison Hines. Nice pass down the court by Mary Beth Meadows, finds Hines, and she drives in for the score. 5 minutes to go now as Ava Dunlap goes to the scorer's table. Ball to Warner, tapped away. Now she gets it back on the ground. Mavericks going to reach in. We're going to get another timeout here from Mike Kane. So he wanted to maintain possession.
Yeah, I think Pocahontas County's running out of timeouts here. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the ball game.
You've used 2 to this point early in the third.
And then I think he used at least 1 in the first half. And all he's got left is fulls. So, like I say, 4:53 left to go in the third quarter. And we've got a triple-double watch with Maggie Borowski. She has 6 steals, 7 rebounds, and 14 points.
You know, we've seen Maggie Borowski do this before. She just has that quickness and the speed. She can get steals. She can get out in front in transition. She collects a lot of points that way. Only a sophomore. Bright things ahead for this Maverick team.
Exactly right. We talked about that in the interview with the 4 seniors. Asked them what they thought about the future of the Lady Maverick basketball team. And, I mean, like you said, you got Maggie Borowski coming back. You've got Mary Beth Meadows coming back. Ava Dunlap. Aaliyah Clarkson. Briley Thomas. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
Shot up, three-pointer for the Warriors. That's Callie Props, not able to get it to go. Rebound brought out by Borowski. Borowski gets a pass into Meadows, tipped, but she gets it back. Spins in the lane, finds Borowski. Borowski's going to be fouled as she turns to take the shot. It should be a shooting foul. She was turning to put up, but it looks like they're going to want to give this on the baseline. They're not going to count that as an act of shooting. Dunlap gets the ball into Bailey. Bailey turns in the corner, guarded tightly there by the Warriors, puts it on the ground a couple times, and now finds Hines. Sets a screen for Hines, comes to her right. Hines goes over the top to Borowski, actually ends up in the hands of Meadows. Now to Borowski, now to Bailey. Bailey shot up and good. That ball was intended for Borowski, but she wasn't looking, and Mary Beth was on the other side of her and caught the ball instead. Worked out for the Mavericks. That worked out for Emily. Bailey was able to cash in with a couple of points here on senior night. Ball tipped away in the corner. That's Dunlap out of bounds to stay with the Warriors. At 32, Callie Probst is going to throw in there in front of the end of her bench. We have Haley Honeycutt checking back into this game. She's going to get Mary Beth Meadows a minute break. Ball in to Van Devner. She's at the top of the key, directs traffic, goes to Warner. Warner back in the game after that ankle injury earlier in the game. Tries to drive baseline, gets trapped in the corner, pass back out, stolen by the Mavericks. Familiar theme here tonight. Addison Hines drives in behind the back dribble, into the lane, shot up, no good. We'll have a foul.
I'm telling you right now, Addison Hines looked like Eli Allen out there. She had behind the back, and she seen the lane split wide open like Moses parted the waters, and she was going to the basket.
Shot up from Hines, got it to drop. And that free throw, we can take a moment to remind you again, ladies are going to be shooting some free throws tomorrow, try to raise a little money for this team. You can put some money on Addison Hines. She looks good shooting right now. Second one's up and good. You could have always donated a couple dollars to the Mavericks right there with something similar to those two free throws. Get a hold of Mike Hines or Judy Ann Meadows for information on how to get that set up. It's happening tomorrow, so don't waste any time. Trap in the corner here. Haley Honeycutt and Bailey going to get a jump ball. It's going to head back to the Mavericks. That's some of that ferocious defense those girls talked about before the game. They really want to be known as a team that brings some stifling defense.
Exactly right. And I mean, the Lady Mavericks are getting ready for Riverview.
Honeycutt with a three off the back of the rim. Doesn't get it to go. Long rebound brought out by the Warriors.
Like I say, they're getting ready for Riverview next Wednesday for the sectional championship, trying to avenge the loss last season, give them a chance to host a regional game here at James Monroe. So Lady Mavericks, they're getting their kinks worked out against Pocahontas County here tonight, and going to be ready for action again next Wednesday.
Pass stolen away by Honeycutt. She drives down the lane into the top of the key, guarded closely by Van Devner. It's a pass into Borowski. Borowski spins. Oh, high pass into Hines, not able to get that out of bounds. Yeah, past two seasons, actually, Mavericks have fallen in that sectional championship game to Riverview. Both of those times, that's forced the Mavericks to take a trip to Webster County, which is not an easy place to go play, and that has ended their season both times. They want to avoid that trip at all costs this year and get that win against Riverview here.
Exactly right.
Now, Riverview, or the other end of this region will be likely, of course we don't know yet, we'll have to see how that all plays out, but you'd imagine it's going to be Greenbrier West and Webster County. Now, they split their series this year, so don't count Greenbrier West out in that. You could end up with a situation where James Monroe won and Webster County had to come down here and play. That would be an interesting thing to see.
Looks like we're going to have an offensive foul called on number 30, Mackenzie Taylor.
61-18 now, 2:35 to go in the third quarter.
Looks like the crowd's getting a little restless over there for Pocahontas County. We've got a man kind of yelling at the official. Going to have the athletic director come over and
ball to Dunlap into the lane. knocked away, ends up in Chloe Shire's hand. She gets a shot up, rebound by Borowski, and fouled. This will be shots now. 61-18 game, not the kind of game to lose your head. Borowski shot in the air, left that one short. Rare miss from Maggie Borowski from the foul line.
Exactly right. If you're going to put your money, that's one of them I would put my money on for sure. Maggie Borowski, really good free throw shooter, just like all the rest of these Lady Mavericks.
Second one in the air, left it short too. Don't see that very often. Gets a long rebound. Bailey gets it to Borowski, now to Shires. Dunlap with the ball, long two, on the rim, can't get it to drop. We're going to get a foul here on the Mavericks on the rebound. It's going to be heading the other way. I'm going to assess that maybe on Chloe.
That's going to go on Chloe Shires. That's going to be her third, team's third.
2:12 to go in the third quarter. Mavericks with 61 points. Had a total of 76 in the first game, so we'll see if they can get past that. It's only 15 points away. Loose ball, going to go out of bounds and say last touch Mavericks. Haley Honeycutt thought she had a chance to run that one down, but ran into some blockers on the way, almost like trying to run through an offensive line.
Exactly.
Warriors look to get the ball in, find Taylor. Taylor goes inside, stolen away by Shires, gets it out to Meadows. Meadows works on that side against Burks. He'll go back into the corner, finds Dunlap. Dunlap to Bailey. Bailey spins, finds Shires. Shires is going to drive in, gets the ball after she loses it before it goes out of bounds to Dunlap. Three on the way, drills it. Beauty of a shot there from Ava Dunlap on the feed from Chloe Shires. Give Shires a lot of credit there. She lost the handle on the ball. She drove in and was able to run it down just before it went out of bounds. Steal by Haley Honeycutt. Ball's on the ground. They're wrestling for it. We're going to get a jump ball. Stays with the Warriors.
Once again, there's that ferocious defense that Haley Honeycutt brings to this Lady Maverick basketball team.
We got a chance to talk to her after a game last week. Here comes some massive subs in the third quarter. I think we're going to see as these seniors come out, get a lot of game rest, come back in and have a chance to go off the court one by one at the end of the game as you usually see. But for right now, Mary Beth Meadows stays in this game. We're going to have Aaliyah Hopkins, Braylee Thomas, Caitlin Jones, and Aaliyah Clarkson in. Ball to Burks. Burks gets a bounce pass into Taylor. Taylor tries to go across. That's stolen away by Clarkson. Clarkson pass finally tracked down by Hopkins. Hopkins controls, finds Meadows on the left side. Meadows works against Burks. Burks knocks the ball away. Now it's going to be loose, taken out by Taylor. We'll have a jump ball, stays with the Mavericks. So the massive subs comes in. It doesn't change anything about the defense. Immediately, Mavericks have a steal on that end. Jones looks to get the ball in, finds Clarkson. Clarkson playing underneath to Meadows. Meadows drives, gets a pass out to Hopkins. Three-pointer on the way. She's got it. A little bit of a look at what's coming your way next year. Aaliyah Hopkins gets a pass over to Burks. Burks works on the left side against Meadows. Pass all the way across to 22. That's Wilfong. Shot in the air. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Mackenzie Taylor, and she scores. Meadows controls over midcourt. Works against Burks. Finds Hopkins again. Another three on the way. Can't get that one to go. Long rebound's going to go out of bounds. Goes to the Warriors.
I think she kind of rushed that shot a little bit. She got the first one to go down and was like, hey, I'm in a varsity game right now. I'm going to fire them up.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time, set your feet. You're a good shooter.
Ball over to Probst. Now finds Burks. Burks gets a shot up. That's rejected on the shot by Hopkins. Hopkins with the rebound gets it to Meadows. Meadows half-court shot at the buzzer. Can't get it to drop. After three, Mavericks 67, Warriors 20. We're going to take one more break, and we are right back. we're back. Mavericks with a 47-point lead, getting ready to start the fourth quarter. How are we looking on those stats?
Let's see. We got Mary Beth Meadows with 5 steals. She's got 11 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, no turnovers, 1 foul. Addison Hines with 6 steals, 17 points, 2 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. Haley Honeycutt, 5 steals, 2 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 foul. And as we go back, Haley Honeycutt with a steal and a layup.
Seniors back into this game to start the fourth quarter along with Maggie Borowski. We talked about Maggie Borowski being on that triple-double watch. She's going to get a few minutes action here to try to tack on some of that. Pass stolen away inside by Hines. Hines has it stolen away on the other end by Wilfong. Wilfong gets it up to Taylor, to the other Taylor, knocked out of bounds, going to go to the Mavericks. But Bailey did a good job of getting in there and disrupting that pass, kept Taylor from being able to get a clean catch and ended up fumbling it out of bounds.
Yeah, this game's going too fast to get all these stats in, so we'll get them all at the end of the ball game for sure.
Absolutely. Borowski with the ball goes to Hines. Hines to Honeycutt at the top of the key, guarded there by Van Devner. Works to her right, gets a shot up. Somebody got a hand on that and out of bounds. She's arguing for a foul, not going to get it. The Mavericks will retain possession. Chloe Shires is going to inbound here underneath the basket. It's a pass into Borowski, a little hot, not able to contain it. That's going to be taken out by the Warriors. Wilfong on the steal, and she's going to travel. So unforced error there for the Warriors.
Maggie Borowski, a little bit of a hot potato there. Lost the handle of it, but she didn't give up on the play. Played great defense and got the turnover as Pocahontas County travels.
Mavericks will have this opportunity again underneath their own basket. Chloe Shires to throw in to Borowski. She handles that one, shot up good, and a foul. So she's going to go to the line with a chance for
the old-fashioned three-point play.
Missed their last 2 foul shots. Let's see if she gets that back under control. Again, excellent free throw shooter, Maggie Borowski. Shot on, left that one short too, so maybe something going on here with Maggie tonight where she's not able to get that little extra bit of distance on that ball. We'll have to keep our eye on that. Might just be tired. This is the 3rd night in a row these girls have had a game. Tired legs for 3 nights. You only see NBA teams have to play 3 nights in a row.
So we're going to get a foul there on Haley Honeycutt. It's going to be her second, team's 4th.
Mavericks with a 51-point lead right now, 71 to 20. Original score first game was 76 to 23, so we're in that area right now. 3-pointer up from Bennett, left it short. Rebound brought out by the Mavericks. It's Chloe Shires with the ball. Chloe Shires trapped in the corner, finds Borowski at the top of the key. Borowski bounce pass into Hines, is going to be stolen away, ends up in the hands of Van Devner. She turns, hands to Wilfong. Wilfong to her right, back to Van Devner, pushes up a straightaway 3, leaves it on the back of the rim, no good. Rebound brought out by Bailey. Bailey finds Honeycutt across his midcourt, going to drive all the way in. Euro step layup, no, can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Wilfong, stolen away by Borowski. She turns and scores. He took a little bit of a shot right there as she turned. In her midsection, she's back on defense and active on defense as she was able to disrupt a pass there and was going to go out of bounds back to the Mavericks.
Exactly right. I'd just like to give a quick shout out to a little buddy of mine, Mikey McDonald, watching back at home.
73-20 now. Mavericks with under 6 minutes to go. We're going to have massive substitutions coming in for the Warriors. I don't think they can sub that many in. Had 7 players stand up. Now they've pared that down to 5. Hines with a 3. Got it. Big smile on Addison Hines' face as she was able to get that shot to drop.
Yeah, I think these seniors know that their time's about to end here.
Wilfong pushes up a 3 and gets it off the bank. Haley Honeycutt was draped on her when she shot that ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bank is open
I
here.
don't know if she meant to bank that in, but that will work.
Yeah, the bank
what
is
a
open
shot
at
by
9
Wilfong.
o'clock.
We got a 3 here on the way from Honeycutt. She leaves it short. Rebound brought out by Mackenzie Taylor. Sorry, that's actually Kelsey Taylor. The ball over to Wilfong, puts another shot up. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Borowski, and we're going to illegal touch by Borowski, I think is the call we'll get. She was out of bounds, stepped back in and picked up the ball. So here come massive substitutions for the Warriors. I'll try to get you who all these are. We have Talisha Abergast, who was in shortly ago. Mallory McCoy with her first minutes. I see Adeline Warner still in this game. 35, Haley Spencer, a starter, still in, along with Hannah Burks. So a couple of players we've had here before, a couple with their first minutes. McCoy with the ball now. Stolen away by Borowski. Nobody's going to catch her. Lay in good. Maggie Borowski is going to run our pin dry.
Steals, rebounds, points.
Another steal by Borowski. She takes it right away from Burks. Pass all the way across to Shires, now to Honeycutt. Honeycutt guarded there by McCoy. Goes back to Hines at the top of the key. Hines trying to shake Spencer. Now she goes back to Honeycutt. Honeycutt's going to walk to the top of the key. Borowski cuts, finds her, up and in. Haley Honeycutt just made eye contact with Maggie Borowski, and she knew exactly what to do. Borowski cut around the end, and perfect pass from Haley Honeycutt, who tips a pass out of the air. Steal by Honeycutt. She drives down the court, thinks she's going to take this one all by herself. Up, can't get it to go, but she's headed to the foul line.
I think you're going to see the first substitution come in. Mary Beth Meadows getting ready to check in. Looks like.
I think she's going to get Chloe here. We'll see.
You're probably going to hear a big round of ovation here as these seniors step off the floor.
Shot up for Honeycutt. Can't get that one to go. Here comes Meadows. She's actually going to get Emily Bailey. So Emily Bailey will get a chance to walk off this court to a standing ovation from all of her teammates congratulating her. That's going to be it tonight for the senior Emily Bailey. Emily Bailey with some big plans, going to study neuroscience potentially in the Ivy League. So somebody to watch going forward. A steal by Meadows. Shot up by Hines and good. That was Abergast saved that ball from going out of bounds, and as she did, it ended up right in Meadows' hand. She found Hines. Hines scored 82-23 now. Some trouble here from Adeline Warner. It's going to go back to the Mavericks. She had something to say to somebody in the stands. Somebody, I believe, on her end. So some tempers flaring here for the Warriors, and we're going to have another senior exit the court right now. That's Chloe Shires. Ava Dunlap's come in to get her out. Another standing ovation for the senior. She'll get to sit down, going out as a winner here tonight.
Got two seniors left on the court, Haley Honeycutt and Addison Hines.
Ball to Borowski, finds Honeycutt. Honeycutt guarded there by McCoy, puts it on the court, drives, loses the handle out to Borowski, and it's going to go out of bounds and stays with the Mavericks. Say last touch Warriors. 3 Warriors getting ready to check in right now. We're going to have Andrea Alderman be her first minutes into the game. Shayla Bennett, she's coming back in. We're also going to have Malia Bircher. It's her first minutes.
I'd say, knowing Coach Hines, he probably wants to get Haley Honeycutt and Addison Hines one more bucket each.
Lob pass on the inbound to Hines. Underneath the basket, turn, shot up, no good. Rebound brought down by Honeycutt. Honeycutt spins, shot up, can't get it to go. Lid on the basket for the moment for the seniors. The basketball just doesn't want them to leave the court yet.
Not yet.
Both had pretty good looks, and both had them roll over. We're going to have Caitlin Jones come in, and that's going to be it for Haley Honeycutt. Big round of ovation for the senior. 3 years here as a starter.
And like you heard before, playing with her sister one year, Carissa Honeycutt, an absolute monster of a defender for the Lady Mavs a few years ago.
Warriors work the ball around, almost lose it. Goes to Burks. Burks drives. We're going to get a blocking foul call. And we'll see. We already have Aaliyah Clarkson. She's going to check in, and that's going to be it for Addison Hines. Daughter of Coach Mike Hines, 3-year starter here for the Mavericks. That's a lot of games between her and Haley Honeycutt. They're walking off this floor for the last time in the regular season.
And I'm going to tell you right now, just thinking about it, I wonder if there's ever been a father-daughter and father-son both in high school basketball, because we had Coach Matt Savage and Shad Savage last year, and this year you have Addison Hines and Mike Hines. Something to look into there.
Interesting question. You had another steal and a lay-in by Borowski. Looks like Borowski's going to get a lot of extra time in this game. Of course, a sophomore doesn't have to worry about her senior night exit. Pass into Aaliyah Clarkson. Gets a shot up on the rim. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Out of bounds. Stays with the Mavericks. Pass into Borowski. Finds Meadows in the corner. Meadows going to push up a three. That's short. Rebound Borowski. Gets a pass in. Tipped around. Tried to get it to Clarkson. Not able to. We're going to get a foul here as Meadows tried to get in and get that ball. Only the 15th foul here for the Mavericks. 16th foul now. 84-23. Mavericks with 8 more points in this game than they had in the first meeting, which happened in Dunmore.
Looks like you're going to get Aaliyah Hopkins and Briley Thomas off the bench. So they're definitely going to come in for Maggie Borowski and Mary Beth Meadows.
Maggie Borowski had that rebound there, so that'll be her last of the evening, and we're going to go probably the rest of the way with this lineup.
And like I say, I'm going to tell you right now, everybody wants to watch the boys because they won the state tournament last year and they're favored to win this year. Don't look past these girls. These girls are playing as a team. They're playing to win. They're not playing for each other. And they're definitely a team to watch out for here going into the postseason as well.
Steal by Dunlap, gets a shot up. She'll be fouled, headed to the line for 2. Yeah, this is a very entertaining team to watch. They play some really great team basketball. You like defensive basketball, fast break, transition offense. This is definitely a team you want to get out here and watch. You'll have your chance with what looks like it'll be a great game here on Wednesday night between James Monroe and Riverview. Of course, split series between the two. Each won their home game. Mavericks don't think they should have lost the one down there. They feel like they gave that one up, and they're going to want to come up here and show something on Wednesday night and be able to host that regional game here. They've got dreams of state, and that's where they want to go. Minute 35 to go. Mavericks lead by 63 points right now. Three-pointer on the way from Burks. Misses everything to go out of bounds to the Mavericks. Dunlap controls the ball, works against Burks. Loses the handle on it, but gets it back. Goes to Thomas. Thomas tries to get tried to get a pass into Clarkson. Clarkson went up tall to get it, couldn't, came down hard, and immediately grabbed her ankle. So she's still on the court right now. Coach is coming out to see. She's laid flat here. They're looking at her knee area. I was afraid she had hit her head when she come down. I don't think that's what happened, but this place has gone very quiet. So they're going to get her up. It's definitely the ankle. Can't really put any. She's putting a little bit more weight on it now. Now she's hopping on it. Really can't walk on it right now. So she's going to go to the bench. We're going to have somebody have to check back into this game. It's going to be Chloe Shires, it looks like. So she's going to get to finish this game out on her senior night, but not the way she wanted to see that happen.
Exactly right. That definitely looked worse than what it was. You've seen it on the feed there from Moco Networks. She went up high, come down, looks like we said, on her ankle. Good to see her get up and get off the floor.
Yeah, my initial reaction seeing that was that she had come down and hit the back of her head on the floor. Of course, you'd be worried about something like a concussion there, but it was the ankle because she immediately grabbed toward it, which not a good thing, but better than a head injury there. So now the ball over to Hopkins. 45 seconds left. I don't think the Mavericks are going to look to, maybe they will. It goes into Braley Thomas. Thomas turns. Now she's cut off, gets a pass back out to Jones, to Hopkins. I'm going to say the Mavericks might not try to push the issue here, but it looks like we're going to play a real offensive possession. Ball to Chloe Shire. She drives around to the right side, drives all the way in, reverses. Now gets it out to Jones. Finds Dunlap. Back to Hopkins. Thought about the three there. Warriors closed out. That's Haley Spencer still in the game, a starter. Ball in to Chloe Shires. Out of bounds. It's going to be last touch by the Warriors, so 17 seconds to go. The Mavericks will have an inbound underneath their basket. Caitlin Jones will have a chance to throw in. Gets it into Thomas. Thomas turns, shot at the rim, no good. Own rebound, another shot up, no good, out of bounds. That will go to the Warriors with 13.5 seconds to go in the game. So if nothing changes here, the Mavericks will have walked away with a 63-point victory, holding the Warriors to the exact same score they came away with in the first game, 23, but tacking on 10 extra of their own to get to 86, and that will happen if the Mavericks can control the ball. Clock ticks away, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is your final. 86-23, Mavericks take care of business on senior night. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. Full stats, rundown, and player of the game. All right, we're back. James Monroe comes in on senior night, ends the regular season on a high note, 63-point win, 86-23 over the Warriors for Pocahontas County. Jeremy's going to have the rundown. He's still over here counting them up, so let's see what we got.
Let's see. We got Mary Beth Meadows with 6 steals, 11 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds, no turnovers, 2 fouls. Addison Hines, the senior, with 7 steals, 22 points, 2 assists, 9 rebounds. She went 4 of 4 from free throw line, 2 turnovers, 2 fouls. Haley Honeycutt, another senior, 7 steals, 4 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 0 of 2 from free throw line, 1 turnover, 2 fouls. Chloe Shires, another senior, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 6 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 3 fouls, no turnovers. Ava Dunlap with 2 steals, 11 points, 1 assist, 8 rebounds. She went 3 of 4 from free throw line, no turnovers, no fouls. Another senior, Emily Bailey, gets in the scoring column with 2 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, no turnovers, no fouls. And Aaliyah Clarkson gets into the ballgame also with 2 steals. Bradley Thomas with 3 rebounds, and Aaliyah Hopkins with 3 points, 1 block, 1 steal. You might say Are you missing some points? I sure am. It's our player of the game, sophomore Maggie Borowski. Listen to these numbers, ladies and gentlemen. 10 steals, 24 points, 4 assists, 11 rebounds, 0 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 turnovers, 3 fouls, and yes, that is a triple-double for sophomore Maggie Borowski.
We have Maggie here. Maggie, you came in tonight. It was senior night, so you gave up your starting position, and then you came out with a triple-double. You think you should come off the bench every night?
Yeah, maybe.
So it was senior night. Did that play into you? Were you thinking about that before the game? Did it have anything to do with you tonight?
Yeah, I definitely was thinking about it before the game. I didn't know if, my stats would be as good, but as long as our seniors got to finish out their season, that's all that mattered.
You've got a knack for finding yourself in transition and getting out in front of everybody. So how do you do that? Are you seeing the steal as it happens, or are you getting good breaks?
I can read a lot of people's passes, but I guess it also helps with my speed that I can just kind of get in front of them and they can't really catch up with me.
Yeah, there's only been maybe one player I've seen this year who was able to catch you, and I can't remember who it was. It might have been.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think
it
you're
was
right.
Tuesday night. Yep.
Haley Trump. Yeah, some speed there too, but usually you could just run right by anybody you want to. Let's talk about. You've been a major part of this varsity team since midway through your freshman year. Now you've started for this whole season. How do you feel like you're a sophomore right now, or do you feel like you're farther along than that?
I feel like my teammates make me feel like I'm farther along than that because they really make me believe how good I am.
You guys have a big game coming up now against Riverview next week, sectional championship. That's set for Wednesday night. So how are you going to prepare over the next few days?
I guess just practice and make sure that we're working together as a team before we go into the game.
Exactly right, because you definitely, I know for a fact y'all want to avenge the past 2 seasons losses to Riverview. Definitely want to host a regional game here for sure and not make that trip up to Webster County.
Yeah, for sure. So there we go. Maggie Borowski, triple-double here tonight on senior night. Sign of things to come for the next couple years for the Mavericks. She's going to step into that upperclassman role next year, but we still have some basketball to play this year. Mavericks looking to go to state. That starts on Wednesday night against Riverview, so don't miss it. Be here, be watching, and we'll see you then.
Everyone, God bless.